Okay, so today in the reading notes on page 9, we're going to take a look at supporting opinions and claims, or the reasons and evidence that authors put into writing where they have an opinion or a claim that they're sharing. And this again is focusing on informational text, so we're looking at things that are factual, that are true. So our secure skill is identify which reasons and evidence support which particular points in the text. But then we're also looking at evaluating which claim the author supported with facts and evidence, free from bias, and those supported with opinions. And beginning, evaluate whether the reasoning and evidence is sound, credible, and relevant. So our vocab to know, we're looking at bias, a prejudice in favor of or against one thing compared to another, usually by way considered to be unfair. Credible, able to be believed, convincing. So credible would be like what they're saying or the source, like where you're getting the information from. Is it believable? Reasoning, to persuade with a rational argument. And relevant, closely connected to the topic. Are they throwing out a whole bunch of gobbledygook that doesn't actually make any sense, or is what is being said on topic and believable and credible? So here's some different things that authors use. Let's just go through them. One might be a micro story. And a micro story is a short story that gives an example. It might be just a one sentence, like a micro story is super short. It might be one sentence, maybe as much as 5, just telling a little bit about something that helps them prove their point. Another thing might be a statement from an expert. So this might be what an expert says that is more trustworthy because they are an expert. My example would be if you have a statement from maybe your 5-year-old sister compared to a mathematician, who are you going to trust more? The 5-year-old or someone who knows what they're talking about a little bit more? So that's why having an expert statement helps us believe more what's being said. Graphs or charts is another thing that people do to help convince someone about their opinion. Using visuals helps the readers understand. So sometimes just having the words, it's not clear in your head, but when you can see it, it makes it more clear. More clear is more successful. And then along with that, images. Photographs or illustrations that help the understanding of the topic. When we're reading informational text, we might be reading about something we're not very familiar with, and pictures help us be able to see it and understand it in a different way. Then we have factual text. Factual text is just any proven facts that are trustworthy. And along with that, factual numbers. Being able to actually give numbers, they can add trust and help the reader understand. So if you're talking about how many millions of people do something, or what percentage of water on Earth is actually usable, being able to look at it and say, oh my gosh, 1% is all the water that we get to use. That number means more than just saying there's not a lot of water on Earth that we can actually drink. So those two different things, the numbers make it a little bit more clear, real, we'll be able to see it. Tables or infographics. So it organizes the facts to help the readers understand. I love a table. We use a table every single day because our agenda is a table. It has rows, it has columns, and it lines it up. So we know at these times, this is what happens on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the final thing, an inset. So this is extra facts or stories that add but won't fit into the main paragraph. So sometimes your main paragraph is about something, but you need just this little other extra fact that's interesting, but it doesn't have to do with the main text. So you put it off in a little box to the side. There's lots of different names for this, but it's those extra facts or stories. And so all of these put together are typical ways that authors will use extra information to convince you of their claim or their opinion about an informational topic.